I know Brandy's driving. I'm not sure who Pixel 3 is. So either unmute, tell me your name, or put it in the comments. And then we've got Ashley on. You guys, I'm going to give you a system to help you be a mass enroller. Okay. Every single morning in my affirmation journal, I've been writing, I'm a mass enroller and I duplicate it. I'm a mass enroller and I duplicate it. And then I just kind of had this aha moment where if it's like, if this is what I'm saying and this is what I want to have happen, then I've got to make sure that I'm teaching you guys what I'm doing, how I'm doing it. So then that way you guys can take it, make it your own, and become mass enrollers yourself. Okay. So I've been in for almost 5 years now. December 31st is going to be my 5-year mark. And every single month since I've joined, or not every single month since I've joined, my first 5 months in the business, I had no idea what I was doing. I was signing customers and distributors. But after that 5th month on, I have always completed my steps to success. I've always signed at least 4 customers and at least 3 distributors every single month. And I found a system that allows me to sign at least 10 or more customers a month and at least 3 or more distributors. Okay, so I want to see your faces. If you're not doing anything, slide your camera over. I don't want to feel like I'm doing this call by myself. I'd love some input. So if you guys can, like, literally this should be 15 minutes long. So I'd love for you guys to either be able to unmute and ask questions, or make sure that you've got a pen and paper and that you can write some stuff down. Okay, so whether you want to be a mass enroller for distributors or a mass enroller for customers or both, the number one important thing is that you have a system that makes your work easier, okay, that makes you able to get through the work quicker. And so I want to make sure that you guys have time to do this, or that you just write down, this is what I need to do, okay? So in order to be a mass enroller, you have to reach the masses. Like, it's a numbers game. If I message 100 people, I might get 20 people to respond to me. Of those 20 people, I may get 5 people that actually confirm a date of when I can get their order set up and send me their information, and I might get 1 person that signs that day. So if I message 100 people today, I might be able to sign 1 customer. I will have 20 seeds as far as a conversation started. I'll have 5 people to sign up later, and then the 80 are either going to leave me on red, or they're not going to respond, or they're going to tell me no, or something. But that's a seed planted, because every single time I send a message, people go look at my page. My profile starts popping up in their newsfeed a little bit more. Whenever I send happy birthday messages, or like I'm messaging my past loyal customers about the deals that we have going on, all of a sudden I'm seeing more of their stuff in my newsfeed, because I'm telling Facebook that I want to communicate with these people and see what they're doing. So even if I message 100 and I only signed 1 customer, I still planted 99 seeds that are going to harvest later. And so being consistent with what you do on a daily basis, you may not see the results of it now, but it's all going to pay off later down the road. Okay. So you've got to have a system. So number 1, you guys, is figuring out, how are you going to message a lot of people? Okay. I have 5,000 friends on Facebook. So if I message 100 people a day, I'm going to get through my list in, what is 5,000 divided by 100? Don't make me do math. I'm going to get through my list in 50 days if I do 100 a day with 5,000 friends. Now, most of you guys don't have 5,000 friends. And so if you're doing 25, 50, 100, you're going to get through your list really, really quick. And so we always want to be expanding our network, so that way we can have new people to reach out to. But you don't want to reach out to those people the same day that you sign up or become friends with them. You don't want to be like, hey, I know we just became friends, but here, look at my products, because that's not what we want to do. That's not building relationships. That's not making a good name for us. And so how do you reach the masses if you don't have masses? Okay, host to post is a great way. Continuing to expand your network are the 2 ways that you're going to be able to become a mass enroller. Okay, so what I need you guys to do, step number one, I'm going to write this down so that way we can recap it at the end. Number 1 is that you want to print your Facebook list. This is something I didn't do until my 2nd year in the business, and I use Facebook mostly for everything, okay? I'm dabbling in Instagram, but I have 1,200 followers. I'm not going to talk about Instagram right now because I'm not confident with that. I'm only going to talk about Facebook. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is you need to print your Facebook list. Now, whether you have 200 friends or 1,000 friends or more than that, like print your Facebook list, because now then you're not going to miss out on a single person. Okay, and once you get through your Facebook list once, then print it again and go through it again. And what's nice is that every time you print it, it's going to get longer and longer and longer because you're constantly adding friends. And when you get to those people who you just became friends with after you've gone through your list, you're already going to be friends with them for at least 2-3 months before you even get to messaging them, or maybe 2 or 3 weeks before you even get to messaging them. So that way you've had time to like and comment on their stuff and just kind of build that relationship with them. Okay. So, you guys, if you don't know how to do this, it's super simple. You just go to Facebook, you click settings, you click on your Facebook information, and you download it. Now, you'll unselect everything. In fact, I'll just show you how to do it right now. Let me. All right, so I'll share my screen and just show you, because I'm recording this, so everyone needs to know how to do it. Okay, so if you can do it from your phone as well, but you're just going to come in here, click the drop down menu, click on settings right here, click on your Facebook information, download your information, click view, and then you're going to deselect all, and the only thing that you want to print is friends, the people that you're connected with. Okay, and then you're just going to come right here, create a file, and then right here it'll show up as available copies. So right now it's showing pending, but once it's available, you'll get a little notification in your on your Facebook that says that your Facebook information is downloaded. Okay, then what I do is I go into that, I click select all, and then I copy and paste it into a Word document. Okay, so my Word document, I just labeled it FF for Facebook Friends 7/19 or 7/17 of 19 was the last time I did it. And so then once it pops up, I put it in columns. Okay, so you can see right here, I put it in columns so that way I made it a small font. And so then that way I've got all my Facebook friends right here. There's like 100 to a page. There's 28 per column, so almost 100 to the page. Now, sometimes it'll pop up with an email address. I just try my best to delete those out. Sometimes it'll pop up with a birthday, or it'll, like I just try and make it as neat as possible. And then I print it front and back. So for me to print my 5,000 friends, it ended up being like 44 pages. And I could have made the font smaller. I could have done, a couple things different. Like here, if her name's picking up 2 lines, then I just take out the middle name. And that way I can try and keep it aligned right, okay? And so I print these out. And so for me to message 100 people, that's a page. Or if I want to do 25 a day, it's a column. And I can easily just go through here and I can ask them if they're interested in trying products. I can ask them if they're interested in doing the business. I can ask them if they'd like to host a post for me. Okay, those are the 3 ways that I sign customers and distributors, is just flat out asking and building that relationship and answering their questions, or having them host a post. Okay, so number 1 is you want to have a list. Okay, so printing your Facebook list needs to happen first in order to be a mass enroller. Okay, and then number 2, you guys, you need to have your system. So I love using text replacement. If you have an iPhone, it's super simple. If you have an Android, you can also do it on there. I'm not sure how to do it, but you could just Google it and watch a video. But having the text replacement, so that way you have the exact message to send out to people. Okay, and then so let's just do host a post, because most of you guys don't have 5,000 friends on your Facebook page. Okay, so host a post is going to be where it's at for you guys. So you're going to go through your column on your list. Okay, so here's my list right here. Okay, here's my page that I have printed. I'm going to go through this list of people. Okay, I'm going to send them a message, and I have it saved in my text replacement as HAP1. Okay, so host a post 1. And I send them a message and I'm like, hey, I hope you've been well. I just wanted to ask you a quick favor if you had a minute regarding my business. Okay, and then most people are going to respond and say, yeah, what's up? And then you're going to type in HAP2. Okay, text replacement, save it. And it just says, I was hoping you'd be willing to make a post I gave you and tag me in it, put it on your Facebook wall. That way I can see if any of your friends or family are interested in what I have. I have a post for longer hair, a weight loss coffee, or people who'd like to make money working from their phone. I always give them 3 options, okay? And then I say, which one would you feel most comfortable with? Okay, that's my HAP2. Okay, and then I have HAP coffee, HAP HSN, HAP DT saved in my text replacement. Okay, so depending on which one they pick, then I can easily say, okay, who of my friends is trying to grow their hair out? My friend Tamika is looking for hair models. Okay, and so like there's my HAP HSN. I ship that over to her. She copies, pastes it, puts it on her Facebook page. And now you guys, I message one person, and that one person maybe has 200 friends, or maybe 500 friends, or maybe 2,000 friends. And so by me getting one host to post up, I just expanded my network by X amount of people. And the best part about this is everyone who comments on that post is interested automatically as a customer. Okay, so I have this person, I have Paige, host to post for me for hair, skin, and nails. All these people are commenting me. So now here's the next part of your system. So the first part of your system is you've got your list, okay? And you've got your text replacement set up, okay? So number 2 is text replacements. Okay, and so then number 3 is what's your system? So your system is you like their comment, you reply, and you say, thanks so much, I'll message you. Okay, you're not friends with this person that just commented on the post. So you say, thanks so much, I'll message you. So then you send that person a message and you add them as a friend. Now you're expanding your network with people who already want what you have. So then you send that person a message. You're like, hey, Kate, thanks so much for commenting on Paige's post. I'm super excited to talk to you about this hair vitamin. Are you wanting longer hair or thicker hair? Are you wanting longer hair or healthier hair? Or what are your hair goals? Okay, I asked that question. And then I can get back and forth into a conversation with her. And maybe hair, skin, and nails isn't the best product for her. Maybe collagen would be a better product for her. Or maybe something else would be, right? Or maybe if she's talking, like she actually wants to lose weight. And so maybe, you just get to know the person. Okay. And then what you guys do is the next important step. Okay. So now you've liked their comment, you've sent them a personal message, you've added them as a friend. Okay. The third step on here, okay, is your follow-up system. Okay, every single person that I get in a conversation with, whether it's, a reach out message that I do for customers or distributors or the host to post, every single person that I talk to about a product or about the business goes on this sheet. So I write down their name, and in the margin, I write what we talked about. So I'm going to write Kate Snyder, hair, skin, nails, HSN out here in the comments. Okay, and so I'm talking to Kate, and Kate's like, okay, well, I really want to try it. I'll do it when I get paid. And I say, okay, when is that? She tells me Friday. I say, Kate, what's your email address and phone number, and I'll reserve your spot. She gives me her email address and phone number. Okay, then I'm like, what's the address that you want your product shipped to and the name on the card you want to use? She gives me that information. I say, what's the card number, expiration date, and CVC? I'll get this saved, and I'll message you on Friday with your account information. She sends me that information. You guys, I do this every single time, and it works. I take a little sticky note. I write down all of her information on a sticky note. I take the sticky note off. I put it in my day planner on whatever date I'm supposed to sign them. Okay, so Friday comes along. I pull out this little sticky note. I put in her order. I send her account information. I rip up my sticky note. I put a little check on my follow-up sheet because she signed. All from one host to post, right? And I'm getting multiple responses. Okay, so now how do you become a mass enroller? You duplicate this. Okay, you say, I'm not going to go to bed tonight until I get 5 host to post up, or I'm not going to go to bed tonight until I get 10 up, or whatever number you want, right? So how many people on this hundreds list that you printed from Facebook do you message until you get your 5 people that host your post for you? Now, some host posts are going to be duds. Okay, some people are not going to like or comment on that host post at all. And why is that? Maybe because of the time of day that the person posted. Okay, maybe it's because they don't have very good Facebook algorithms. They share stuff all day long, so nobody ever sees their posts. Okay, that's happened multiple times before. And so sometimes the people that host a post for you might be a dud. But guess what? You can go and bump up that post as many times as you want by commenting in the comments of that post. And maybe they post it in the afternoon, so you go bump it up at that night by posting a before and after picture, or say like, I only have 5 spots available, first come, first serve, or something like that. Okay. And then it keeps boosting up into the Facebook posts and algorithms. Okay. So if you want to be a mass enroller, you've got to have your system. And when you have a system, it goes so fast, you guys. Okay, so things that help me. Number 1, printing your Facebook list. Number 2, setting up your text replacements. And then number 3, having your system. So from here, I'm messaging the people that like and comment, and you guys can use the pack document for this. Okay, so somebody says, I'm interested in the hair, skin, and nails. So then what you're gonna do is if you download Google Docs on your phone, okay, so download the app, you can easily pull up our pack document, which is, I have so many right here. You can pull up our pack document, and then you just look at the outline here, or you can just search. Sorry, my computer's a little bit slow. Okay, so then I just come over here to hair, skin, and nails. And then it says, hey, you're gonna love this stuff. It's amazing. Are you wanting longer hair, thicker hair, or both? They respond. Perfect. I'm actually looking for a few girls to be part of my 3-month trial on our natural supplement that helps grow your hair out. For the trial, you get a new bottle each month for 3 months. Take before and after pictures, write a short review at the end. Plus, you get my discount at wholesale, and I get to waive the $50 membership fee. How does that sound? Next question they're gonna ask is, okay, well, how much does it cost? Each bottle retails for $60, but you're gonna get my cost for only $36 a bottle. I'm actually putting my orders for the week. I can throw yours in too real quick. It ships straight to your house, super easy. Does that work for you? Awesome. What's your email address, phone number? And you guys, like, you can go through and you can use this pack document to close on the hair, skin, and nails, to close on the keto coffee right here. You've got all the information here. And then to close on a distributor, which right here is our distributor scripts. You know, thanks so much for commenting on so-and-so's post. I'm excited to share with you about what I do, see if it'd be a good fit for you. So a lot of info, but I want to give it to you all at once. Just like I do, this is what you do. So like same thing, you're going to have a closing script for distributors as well. So if you want to be a mass enroller, you've got to do massive work. Okay, you've got to plant massive seeds. If you're not willing to do that, then it's not going to happen. And the thing that's going to make this super simple is to have a system. Okay, so what questions do you have? What ahas do you have? What can I do to help you guys be mass enrollers? What do you need from me?
I don't think I really have any questions so far. I feel like I'm still so new that my brain is just like, yeah, so still trying to absorb everything.
Yes. And I'm super proud of you for being on this call. So thank you. And the easiest way to do this is to do it. So if you want to do a one-on-one call with me where we set up your text replacements, you know, you get your Facebook list printed, then message me, and then I'll help you set up your text replacements, and we can walk through this step by step by step. I'd be happy to do that.
Yeah, I have the text replacement up. It's super nice and super easy. I tried to do 10 people an hour. Just texting, messaging. It's a lot, especially when you're working full time. It's just like quickly do it and then run back to work.
Yeah, and that's like, I love that you said that, because you really can just chunk it. Like, you know, like 10 an hour or 5 an hour or 10 every 2 hours, depending on how busy your schedule is. But it definitely will save you time when you have the text replacement saved, or the what to say back saved in the note section of your phone. And of course, not everything goes perfect to script, but if you've got a basic outline, it gets easier and easier and easier. So I'm super proud of you. Way to go. Brandy, Erica, Kate, anything that you guys can think of that I can help you with? Does this make sense? Don't crash.
So I just get like who to message. Like, so I'll look at somebody up and then so sending the host to post, like, or not even the host to post, like, do I want to send about a distributor? Do I want to ask about a product? Do I want to ask? So that's where I get caught up. Like, what am I going to ask this person? What does the vibe of this person's profile tell me that I should be asking her? So that's where I get caught up, because I you know, I want to be meeting them at their individual needs. And so I don't know what to ask them.
Okay, I love that. And that is a great question. Okay, so when I'm going through my hundreds list, okay, when I'm going through this list, if I've talked to them 100 times about 100 different things, then it doesn't matter. I'm just going to go with my feelings. They say that everyone goes through some kind of life crisis every 3 to 6 months. And so if I've talked to them about the business before, it would be okay for me to talk to them about the business again. If I've talked to them about products before, maybe it's a better time to get it ordered. If they still are not in a financial or time position that they feel like they could take on either or, then it's super easy for them to host a post for me. And sometimes I'll have them host a post and put it on their wall, tag me in it, don't tag me in it. And then lately I've had them just take a picture and then post it in their stories. Because then it's just there for 24 hours and it says, text this word to Tamika, text hair to Tamika at here's my phone number, text money to Tamika at here's my phone number. And it's just a picture that they throw up. And so kind of just changing around depending on needs. Now, if I was going to reach out to someone for the very first time, I always check their profile. And if they have like good interaction and they're always on Facebook or you know, they look like someone that has the qualities of a distributor that I want, then I'm going to just tell them like straight up, like, listen, I don't know if you'd be extra interested in an extra stream of income, but I was checking out your page. I really think you'd be good at what I do. And here's the reasons why. Okay. Because I looked at their page and I really think that, right. And I can send it in a voice message. That way they can actually like hear my voice and feel what I'm trying to say rather than a text message is good. But if I look at their page and I'm just like, oh, I'm not sure, then I usually just go the product route. Like, hey, would you be willing to check out a list of the products that I offer? See if there's anything that you or someone you know could benefit from. Because then it kind of takes the pressure off of them too, because it's maybe someone that they know. And then they'll tell me, no, thanks, I'm not interested, or I don't have any money for that, or whatever the case is. And I'm like, okay, well, like maybe would you be willing to make a post for me and just see if any of your friends would be interested? Or if I can, you know, get 3 people to sign up, I'll mail you a goodie bag for free, you know. And so you can easily go from the distributor isn't right for me, customer isn't right for me, into a host post pretty simply. And then sometimes like I'll do green light messaging. So I'll just see who's active on Facebook and be like, hey, Facebook said you were active, do a favor, you know? And sometimes when those people pop up, they look at our conversation, they talk about their stuff. But like my goal tonight is to post. So I don't care if we talked before, we've never talked before, this is the message I'm sending. With host posts, I feel like whether they're interested in a product business, like it's a safe route for everybody. Thanks for being on, Paige. See ya. Okay, like I said, I reached out and get more no's than yeses. I'm not interested, or I don't do that good. I'm not sure what to do after that. You will get more no's than yeses. 100% of the time, you will get more no's than yeses. Because that's just what we as humans do. We say no before we even know about it. I have to share this story. I was in Green River filling up with gas, and there was a guy going around trying to get a petition for something. And I was like, oh my gosh, like hurry, like fill up this thing. I don't want to he comes over and he's like, hey, we feel this out. It was something for like politics. And I was like, no thanks. And he's like, well, why not? And I'm like, I just don't really care about stuff like that. Like, I'm not worried about it. And he goes, well, if you don't care about it, then won't you sign it for the people that do care about it? And I was like, okay, sure. So I like signed it, right? So I said no twice. And then by the 3rd time, like he gave me a reason that I was like, okay, you're right. Like, why don't I just do it? But like we as humans, we always want to say no first because there's no commitment. We don't have to spend any money. We don't even know what it is, but like we just always say no. And so I know because we turn them into yeses. And so whenever anyone says no, thanks, I'm not interested or stuff like that, I'm like, okay, so much for responding. Number one, like, I appreciate them responding to me. And then I say, is there a particular reason why not? If you don't want me to ask, oh man, I'm breaking up. I just say, thanks for getting back to me, but is there a particular reason why not? If you don't mind me asking. And I figure out what that reason is. And if they're like, well, I just don't have money for it, or I've tried it before and it didn't work. I use something else instead. What other ones? I'm just not interested, you know? Like if they say anything like that, like I can easily have a conversation after that. Like if they're like, well, I'm just not interested. Okay, well, I understand that you're not interested. Would you be willing to make a post for me? Maybe some of your friends or family would be interested. Maybe I could turn around to host a post like that. Oh, you tried the products before and it didn't work? Well, what products did you use and what results were you hoping to get? Maybe you didn't get the right information, the right coaching. Oh, you don't have the money? Well, we haven't even talked about how much it costs yet. What if we try and get you something for free? Then would you be interested in checking out a list? You know what I mean? Like you can work more with no's than you can with yes. And you can learn a lot more from the no's. And so I'm always so grateful when I get a no. And I love taking on the challenge of turning that no into a yes. And most no's will eventually turn into a yes if you stay persistent and consistent and bring value. Okay. So when people says, no, I don't have the money, my next post is going to be about how, because of this business, because of using these products, I'm able to earn money. Okay. Someone says, I tried it, didn't work. My next post is going to be about somebody else who tried it and it didn't work the first time. And then they tried it again and they had amazing results, and check these out. And so you can easily use the notes to help grow your business even faster. So any other questions, you guys? You're muted, Brandy. I don't know if you're trying to talk. Okay. Okay, so real quick recap. If you want to be a mass enroller, drop a 1 in the comments. Unless you're Brandy and you're driving, then just hold up a 1. Okay, that's fine. You guys, I'm telling you, if you want to be a mass enroller, start this today. Print your Facebook list, get your text replacement set up, focus on just 3 products. Okay, 2 products and the distributor. Okay, just focus on that small amount and be really, really good at that. And then create your system, your Facebook list, your text replacement, your follow-up list. Okay, and then so your follow-up list is just a notebook of people that told you yes, right? And then get yourself some little sticky notes, and do not end the sale unless if you have all of the information. So if they say yes, you say, what date do you want it to process? What's your email address and phone number? And get these little sticky notes and start writing down their information, putting it in your planner, and getting the sale. Okay, I've got sticky notes from now until the end of November right now in my planner, ready to sign people up. And I just say, if something changes before then, let me know, because come that Friday, I'm processing the order. Okay, so I'll go ahead, get this recording up. And you guys, I want you leading from the front. Okay, I want you guys leading from the front. If you want a team of mass enrollers, you've got to be a mass enroller. And these are the steps that are going to get you there. Okay, all right, bye.